Welcome back to another Yule Tale episode. Today is the 11th of December 2024. I'm back from a walk and today we were in town to do some bureaucracy thing, and now the sun already went down, but there's still like a little bit of light outside, but inside there isn't. Therefore, the artificial lamp behind the camera. I hope you can see the things that I'm going to show you, but yeah, this is what we're working on. I opened another of the Advent, and this is day 5. Iveta, these colorways are so beautiful. This is again Donegal Kilcara tweed, pure new wool. This is 25 grams and the color is 4893. And it's this kind of dark green with some yellow undertone and a lot of tweed, like tweedy speckles. Love this. I'm gonna add it to my project, which I don't know where it is right now, but I've been focusing my knitting energies, my knitting attention, if you can say so, on this project. Look how much I've knitted from yesterday basically, because today I didn't knit much. Yesterday I was really loving this so much, and the color is a bit more dark and golden than what you can see, but I guess it's like this. But it's beautiful. I'm using Drops Nepal, which, by the way, I know that I talked shit about Drops in the past, but I just love it. I love some of their yarns and I can't avoid that. I need to say it. And Drops Nepal is definitely in my top 5, together with Drops Lima. And I'm holding it together with a silk mohair. It's kind of like a camel silk mohair. And I'm knitting, I was undecided between knitting a cardigan or a jumper yesterday when I was showing you that I casted on this project, but then in the end I decided to knit a jumper because I don't know why. I guess I kind of pictured it more like a jumper rather than a cardigan on myself and in my wardrobe, but I'll definitely knit another one like this, maybe in a more neutral color, and I'll knit a cardigan. So I'm really loving the modifications that I'm doing. I'm kind of following, in terms of gauge and stitch count, the pattern Everyday Raglan by Ship and Stitch. It's a pattern that I've knitted multiple times and kind of heavily modified all the times because it's a super simple and basic worsted way kind of raglan top down sweater pattern. And this time I did this modification. I did this kind of little braids, and these braids are continuing under the sleeves. You don't see much. I think tomorrow maybe with the lighting I can show you better. And then there is like a panel of moss stitch in between. So there's something going on, and I think it's super fun and beautiful. And I've been pretty much enjoying this. It's super fast. It's knitting up fast. I'm gonna knit the collar. I'm still not sure how I will do the collar. I'm thinking to do an I-cord collar, but I might do also like a folded 1x1 ribbed collar. That could be, or neckline. But yeah, I'm very much enjoying working on this. It's kind of stimulating my creativity, let's say, because I'm basically designing it myself. It's beautiful. I love this little detail under the sleeves. So that's what I've been working on, and I want to knit a couple of more rows on my advent wrap. It's this pattern that I decided to knit with my advent yarn, and it's going to be a slow project, that one. I'm not putting any kind of deadline on it, but yeah, it's fun. That's also kind of stimulating my creativity. So I think that's it for today. I'm basically finishing another project, but I'll show it to you another maybe tomorrow. And I'm thinking I need a new hat, and I'm thinking to cast on the Alpine Bloom hat by Boyland Knitwork or Kathleen Hunter. It's a colorwork hat, and I think I really like that motif. So I'm thinking to do that and use this yarn and a white yarn. This is Drops Lima in this kind of clay red yarn, and use the white as a contrast color. So I'm thinking to do that soon, but I think I first want to kind of get going with my Christmas jumper. This is finally, I decided this is going to be my Christmas jumper. That's why I'm kind of working on it so much. I want to wear it for Yule or Christmas. How gorgeous! Hello. Today is the 12th of December. Yes, I look a bit wrecked because I am pretty tired. But I'm about to go on a walk. And I decided to film a little clip to update you, and yeah. That's pretty much it. Yeah, and I want to do it now since there is still tiny bit of light. The sun just went down, but it's still bright enough to record. And let me show you my progress. I mean, I didn't bother to put any makeup, but yeah, she's crusty. Okay, so I'm wearing my healing jumper, the jumper that I made last year, and I actually want to do a modification on this neckline that is all floppy. So I'm gonna just probably sew it down, like the ribbed part, and then I'm gonna pick up stitches, and with these two yarns, because I knitted this jumper self-drafted. Some of you asked me what pattern I followed. Sorry, Cucita. Yeah. What pattern I followed. I started following just this part from the top to this kind of 1.5 centimeters or something. I followed the Instant Crash pattern, which is a beautiful colorwork, all over colorwork, top-down raglan pattern, and I really love it, but I just did my thing, and I completely modified the gauge and the colorwork and everything, so it's my own, basically, design. And I used an unspun yarn, many unspun yarn, Plutulupi and Nutiden, that I had in my stash, so scraps, held together with silk mohair. This is Alafos Lupi, the blue one, so that's the only kind of different yarn that I used. But I still have a little bit of unspun scraps, and I'm thinking to just pick up stitches around the neckline once I folded it up and just knit a folded collar, because now this is a very warm jumper, but the collar is insane. No, it just crashes with the rest of the jumper, because it's quite flappy or sloppy. No, it's just, it doesn't make sense that a big cozy super warm jumper doesn't have, like, it's just open on the collar. It feels like super cold on the collar and the rest of my body is warm. So that's not good. We're gonna modify it. So that's something that I'm gonna do this evening once I come back from my walk. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up stitches and knit a beautiful, luscious, folded neckline, maybe 2x2 or 1x1 ripping. I finally have the time and willpower, actually not time, but willpower to actually fix this, because I love this jumper, but I find myself wanting to wear it, but then I don't wear it because I'm like bothered by this neckline, and so I wear something like a Sophie scarf or something to keep my neck warm, but it doesn't work. So that's the idea for this evening. I'm gonna do that, dedicate one evening to do this, and hopefully I'll finish it this evening. It's cold. And then look at the progress that I made. I mean, I'm really looking okay, crusty. I just finished knitting. Here's pretty strange, but I just made this I-cord edge on this Christmas jumper that I'm knitting, and I've done this situation. The cables go down the sides of the body, and then I did some increases, so there is enough kind of space for my boobage system. And then I'm gonna, you know, I decreased and for the waist, and then I'm gonna increase again for the hips. So I'm really happy. I'm not sure about this neckline. I kind of really love I-cords, I-cord edging. I think they're beautiful, and I'll have to try it on. I'm sure I like it. I don't think I like it. I was going for like a ancient Greek inspired style on the neckline, but it doesn't work. I think I'm just gonna redo it and knit maybe like a turtleneck collar. So yeah, that's the progress on this. Looks a bit small, but it's not. Fits beautifully. So I've been having quite tiring days, let's say. My eye, left eye, you see, keeps on twitching. I guess because I'm tired. But yes, see you tomorrow if I manage to edit and upload another video, otherwise day after. And yeah, I hope I'll manage to finish this situation this evening, watching the Rings of Power series. Okay,